Hello and welcome to a game. This is actually an online game playing live, and I hope you enjoy. I say hello and welcome to a game. Welcome to this Attila game. I'm playing as Suebians. Standard setup. None of my units have additional rank, as you can see. As I was setting this up, I had 250 coins left over after adding the cavalry. I was like, I might as well just get an additional arch unit. Here, however, I am very torn between what I feel like I should do. I kind of want to put a couple units along the tree lines, but at the same time I feel it would be more beneficial just to have some form of an additional thing here. But then if they have guys in tree lines, this entire setup getting countered and interrupted by that. What I could do, however, is maybe put 2 units in here, and then the rest of the units I could potentially, I don't like that, I've got too many men there, I feel. 4 along. I have 2 on this side, an additional 1 on this side, purely because the cavalry, I'm going to want to reinforce this side here. As for these guys, I might bring them back with the rest of the army. Put one of these guys in the tree lines, see if I can sneak them up there, because they do tend to, people tend to pick cavalry along here. Do all that jazz, and I'm pretty sure we are good to go. Oh, wonderful. He's, by the looks of it anyway, set all of his men positioning up there. I'm doing this all a little bit sluggishly, so I'm going to apologise now. In future, I'm going to blame the fact that I haven't played this game in a long time. Right. Didn't really set up my general proportionately there either. I'm going to have a quick look to see what his army actually is. I can't remember who he's even playing as. I think he's playing as Franks. Chosen Warriors, got to be careful. Nordic Levy, don't have to worry. Slingers, Axemen, Dogs is probably the thing I have to be more concerned about, and out of all of that. I'm going to make sure, once you hit there, I want you to go into there. These guys up here, they're doing alright. I'm going to quickly send up a bit of cavalry in that way, just have a little scout around on the on my right hand side. I have to worry about most of the dogs is their ability to run down or to chase down cavalry almost flawlessly. Not too worried about those things like that. My guys do have a 200 range. Wait, there you go. There was something over here.
The enemy approaches. We'll kill them all.
A cavalry which is stronger than mine. I'll bring one set up.
Hidden units, watch out.
Bring this over. Get my other additional cavalry units here in from the side. We normally send up my general's course to help out with this, but sadly no general can be completely laid out like that, purely because my general's not on horseback this time.
Beware, our hidden units have been revealed. Our men flee the field of battle.
Hopefully I can catch these up here just to get these guys into melee. And then hopefully we can sort of win it here. I'm keeping on the minimap, as you can see here. This unit here is setting up their dogs. Quite lucky in the fact that my archers did manage to take down most of those. Alright, their dogs have been sent. I'm going to send back my archers, so I don't want them to get caught up in it. My spearmen, however, it's about there, isn't it? Get the wall up, so hopefully that'll help us defend that ever so slightly. Push into them. I got this unit here slowly moving up. Kind of think now in the hindsight I should have sent up a spear unit as well to help with that defense additionally. Not too sure why my guys are wasting a lot of the rounds. I'm not too sure if the dogs are actually doing alright here. My guy is sort of actually holding quite nicely, and a few of my arrows is picking off the actual handlers, so they don't cause much of a nuisance further on the line. So I have to be very cautious about this here. Might turn him to face them. Maybe I can get them into there pretty quickly. Got a unit. Okay, that's a unit over there. That's one that's walking. Pretty sure that these dogs are all but dead, which means their handlers are dead as well. I'm going to turn off fire at will just momentarily because I don't want them to keep firing vainly, as it were, into there. misclicked with that one. That's kind of bad, obviously. Alright. Well, it looks like he's not going to pressure this as much, so I'm going to pull back here and just keep that as defensive line. He knows he can't really charge against that. I've got a lot of strong and decent spearmen guarding it, so I don't have to worry too much. These 9 men, yeah, bring it on. You know, I don't mind too much about this. I'm going to split these up a little bit. I'm going to look around. We did relatively good damage, I guess, against it. Oh, they did manage to get the charge off in the end. So hopefully they didn't kill man any. I'd be genuinely surprised they did manage to kill some. Oh. Ow. Oh, balls. Get in there. Did not see that at all. Right, get these guys again, put on their fire at will. I'm going to bring up 1 unit to do that, just to keep the spacing out a little bit. These other 3 units, if my clicks want to actually click, do that. I'm going to bring these guys back just to cover that line a little bit. Here I'm going to have to be a little bit cautious. Where's my cavalry? My cavalry I can actually play very nicely right into that. Actually, I don't want to do that, because I feel like that. Go on, let's go crazy. We only live once. They've also noticed this unit up here. Could have pushed a bit more reinforcements in to help this, but at the same time, if I keep dedicating like that, they would have seen that quite clearly, and they would have reacted accordingly. Should have let my archers get them to actually. I'm going to make them focus fire on that one. Pretty with my cavalry. Hope's going to hit that one. I'm going to force push them into there. That's also going to stop them firing a little bit, and also it's going to give me a chance to get a lot of my arrows off. Hit into them straight away. Force here. This is where short cavalry plays into its own, I think, uniquely. Whereas my still got a unit of this in there. Going to pull these guys back now as well. Keep pushing, keep pushing. Maybe get my archers to actually hit the unit. That's causing me devastating damage. I think here I might just pull back.
The men are broken and are fleeing.
I think that is something that I did not want to happen. Of course, just in case, bring these guys back. Did all my archers not want to do that? Just in case, bring these guys back. If I can chase down this guy here, I should be okay. I've lost both my cavalry units, which is a massive pain in the ass. That is a shock to my system. I say a shock to my system. That is a blow to the system that is my men. Gonna make them now focus fire. Don't think I have to worry too much about the actual core attacking itself. Most of their shots are focusing on this unit here, which is fine. I'm totally happy with it. So it gives me a chance to do a lot more damage to them in return. I don't think they want to dedicate themselves entirely to any form of actual push. But I've still got my 2 units in here. I'll make them walk to keep up some form of regard. If I can select my guys again, I really should group them, to be fair. Like, I haven't used grouping in a long time. Keep my eye on the mini-map. As you can see, you can squad units up here, along there. Most of them are rallying now. So stuff like this I don't have to worry myself too much about. I'm tempted to start saving a few of my ammunition now, just because. Yeah, I'm going to stop it. Really because I can do with the extra bit of ammo just to hit the swords and axemen. Dominantly the axemen. I feel the axemen are going to give off quite a strong attack. So because they're bringing up the mark now, I'm going to dedicate a little charge into that. Going to bring up. What a wonderful line that is. Do that. Going to push that little guy up here again. Going to keep my general up and posted with this, along with all of this. Also looking at this, just going to be careful. Going to bring up my spearmen as well, because I've got the cavalry bringing around on the sides. Going to pull this guy back so I don't want him to be slightly out of position, especially since they got cavalry. The horsemen will kind of get trampled pretty quickly. And because they're now reacting with this, going to bring these down. Going to bring these up and along. Actually, I'm going to do that. Yeah, I'm going to go them across this way. Oh, I need to go and see. I need to go and see. Alright. I just had it didn't get there close enough, quick enough, should I say. Whoa, come back. Got now. I can push with my archers. Need to pull them back. Need to pull them back now. Gonna keep my general close by. I'm gonna get 2 of these units to come up here and help with that fight. Gonna get this unit to come up here and help with this fight. As you can see now, they're not going to dedicate much more to this. I say that. I hope they're not going to dedicate much more to this. I do have another unit in here as well. Still keep my eye on the mini map because that's where most of the fight's going. As you can see, they're starting to wrap around quite a few units. Not really too worried again about the cavalry. I've got spearmen here. I've got spearmen in front. I got occasional spearmen here on the side as well. So I didn't realise they had range capabilities. The Germanic spearmen. So that's obviously benefited me again in the fact that they can't really do, or they are doing additional damage to the units, which I was curious about, or cautious of, should I say. I'm now going to bring this guy out here. Actually, I'm going to bring him up through the trees and hit him from the side, because if I bring him up this side, there's a potential chance they can dedicate a few units to here. Now I've got my archers quite far up. I'm going to put them into shoot mode again. This is where I'm going to have to be now slightly careful. I'm going to have these guys facing this way. I'm going to bring my general up a little bit as well, so he's protected with the Suebians, just in case I didn't manage to get to it. Alright, we're fine here, we managed to break this unit. I've got this unit here just to cover these 2 swordsmen because of the cavalry. Keep an eye on the mini-map, of course, because we've got units here which we have to be cautious of. Put my guys back onto fire at will. Sadly, rely on ammunition. Gonna see what they got in terms of everything there. Trying to do tough for their cavalry now, so I'm just bringing up my swordsmen, so I don't have to really too worry much about it. Because if they hit into my men, I'm just going to turn around and do considerable damage. This unit I need to bring down slightly more along the side, and this is another war unit that I can bring up to help actually with the fight. Bring these guys across, come back here to see what's going on. There you go, he's not actually dedicating any men to this fight. Got to be careful here though, of course I might bring this unit down and just cover my right hand flank just that little bit more. These units, put you in there. This is where I'm going to bring my general up considerably closer. Oh balls, I completely forgot about that. Let me see if I can just get a little charge off in there. Bring you down. I got this unit here which I need to bring along because of this cavalry here on this side. And as I come in, yeah, I'm just gonna let that go out. So I need to now hit on the side. I'm gonna dedicate those guys there on the general. I may not be able to in time. Oh, that I should have reacted to a little bit quicker. General's all good. Gonna send you in. Gonna bring my general along a little bit more now. I'm gonna get these guys in here just to dedicate some numbers to the actual war fighting. It's a shame I don't have any more actual melee like that. Gonna push these guys into here. These guys are done, so I can send these guys back into the fight. Gonna try and bring these up closer, so I can try and demoralize a block of their forces here. Attempt to actually also charge these guys in purely because it's gonna be that additional little bit of help that we got against them. Going to focus you guys into them. They may come back, but because they're weak, I'm going to have these dedicated to them. As you can see, still keep my eye on the mini-map and all of the cavalry on the flanks. Need to be careful of my archers to some degree. I think the reason why I have to be mainly dedicated to the archers like this is because I really do not have a lot of men that can be wasted off and picked off by cavalry. So, alright. Bring this unit back in, gonna get this unit, gonna dedicate you to that fight. Gotta be careful with this unit here, so I might actually bring up these guys a little bit closer. I'm tempted to send in my general purely because we do need some additional men in there in that fight. The cavalry's moving a little bit more. I'm gonna bring these guys up and along a little bit. I think the important thing with cavalry is not to aim at them, it's supposed to aim down and along a little bit. There you go. I don't mind if they're coming in for the guys there. I'm gonna send these guys in. I'm going to send them in to be killed, but I'm going to send them in to distract. Because hopefully that unit can catch that unit, and there we go. This is now where I'm cautious at, because I want to send in my general, I'm like, going to send them in there just to get that additional numbers up. My morale's not currently up yet. Might get on the steady and go in there and attack. If I manage to break that, I'll be happy. I'm surprised that unit's routed, I wouldn't say as quickly as it did, I think it did alright. That's never a good sign. I think now my downside is that I haven't got men precision enough to aid this fight here in all flanks. Like, if I get my units now across and try and get an all and every different angle, then I might have a little bit of additional support and be able to fight quite well from there. That again, smack that down as quickly as possible. Got to be careful with this unit here, as you can see. So I'm going to get my spearmen to come back up and around on that one. Going to get this unit here. I'm going to charge him in just behind here as well. And of course he needs to be very careful with his cavalry.
Our forces have found their courage. Back to the fight.
That's good. He's back to the fight, so I'm going to send him in there just to get the numbers killing up again. Oh, misclicked. I mean, I was doing exactly what I wanted to do in the first place, so there's no need for me to click again. Now, as you can see, he's charging in from the rear. I might just totally send these guys around to fight them.
Gain the upper hand.
We've apparently gained the upper hand. I don't know why this unit is fully stubbornly fighting on. Like, I admire it in a degree because of that, but at the same time, I'm like, guys, fuck off.
Ready for battle. Battle ready at eagle.
Come on.
Warriors, eager for blood. Hunt them down.
I've only got 9 men left. Absolutely ridiculous. My general is actually relatively healthy, which I'm very pleased at. I wasn't able to get that. I don't think I've got actually any.
Battle ready and
This guy's not actually fighting anything, so that I'm kind of annoyed about.
scrappers ready. Noble. They will bleed for us.
Whoa!
To fight another day.
Alright, wonderful. Now all these guys can be coming up and reinforce this.
Live to
The actual swordsman, I'm going to send up here. Oh, wrong button. I say wrong button, I just shift clicked and I shouldn't have done. Check my general again. 6 more seconds, I can use my demoralization. I think that is the key to at least having this. I think it helps a lot that you continuously do it every time you can, every chance you got to do, send it in. Although I know they're going to do absolutely nothing at all, like these units here. It's good to have the additional numbers. If I can click. There you go, whatever flank or reserve that they seem to have, we have now completely surrounded. There you go. Kind of forces them in the battle just a little bit more. Tend to if you just reposition them to like a little square inside this thing, they normally just get that little anchoring on and carry on, but that today does not seem the case. So we got men here, there, and everywhere.
They will bleed for us. Pull back. Our men have given up and are running for their lives.
20 odd seconds if people are handing in. Again, I can revert that. I can probably minimise this again a bit now. I don't need to worry about it. The combat is all but done. Oh, isn't it nice to see?
Resolve is failing.
Shh, no it's not. You can do it. You're not even fighting. And the guy has left. I will save it. Just on the good side. I don't even know what today is. Do like all my wonderful names? It's the 2nd today. Oh yeah, I can't do that, can I? It's the 2nd of February. Fuck you now. I mean, dearie me. Wonderful. I hope you did enjoy that. I've been Carpus, and I will see you next time. And thank you, Jimmy XD, for the wonderful game that we ensued to play. And I'll see you all next time. I hope you enjoyed.